Hi friends, in previous video we have discussed about capacitor. Now we are going to discuss parallel plate capacitor. This is 2.11. It's a parallel plate capacitor is capacitors or it consists, parallel plate capacitor consists two large plain parallel conducting plates separated by some distance. Once again I say parallel plate capacitor consists two large plain parallel conducting plates separated by some distance. Here is one plate. This is one plate, we can take it. This is another plate, we can take it. Here this is one plate, this is another plate, and it is separated by some distance. Now time being we consider intervening medium as air or vacuum. We do not consider any other dielectric here. In between them the air is filled. Now on this one, there is the charge on this one is plus Q. On this plate charge is plus Q. Similarly on this plate charge is minus Q. This is one plate A we can say, or plate 1 we can say, plate 2. Charge on this one is plus Q, charge on this one is minus Q. So it becomes sigma is equal to Q by A. Here sigma becomes minus or minus Q by A. Here it is negative, minus Q by A. Now A is area of this each plate. A is area of each plate. D is distance of separation between these two plates. D is distance of separation. Electric field is always from positive to negative. We have taken these plates very large, therefore in between the field is uniform. Now this field is uniform there. Let us consider each plate first. In first chapter we have seen this is the plate. This becomes our Gaussian surface. This is already discussed in first chapter. So this area is ds. This area is ds. We are trying to find out E due to plate, single plate. Now what is the Gaussian law? Phi is equal to Q divided by epsilon 0. It is nothing but E into area, E into E dot A, which is equal to sigma or Q divided by epsilon 0. Field is normal to the surfaces, therefore E A cos theta is equal to Q divided by theta is equal to 0. It becomes E A is equal to Q divided by. But area in this one is 2 delta S, one from this surface and one from this surface. So this is E 2 delta S. This is becoming E 2 delta S. And this Q is equal to sigma delta S divided by epsilon 0. Charge into area, sigma delta S. From this one we can easily see that E is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0. So electric field due to one plate is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0 at any point. At any point it can be. So it does not depend how far the point is from plate. It is independent of distance of the point from the plate. Similarly, this is for plus. For negative one, it is minus 2 epsilon 0. Now apply this concept to this one. The field, once again I draw this thing here. This is a positive field. This is negative field. At this point, this is I am taking. Here, E due to this one, E1 is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon. It's away from this. It's away from it. E due to this plate, E2 is equal to minus sigma divided by 2 epsilon towards negative plate. If you add them, their sign is opposite. When we are adding them, their sign is opposite. It becomes 0. So to this side of this plate 1, electric field is 0. To this side you can consider again E because of positive is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0. It is away from the plate. Because of this plate it is towards the plate, minus sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0. If you add them, here again it becomes 0. So outer side of each plate electric field becomes 0. It is very important result. In fact, this is discussed in first chapter. Here field is 0, here field is 0 because of two opposite charges. But what happens here in between at this point? E is in this direction. Because of positive plate, E is sigma divided by 2 epsilon 0. Because of negative plate, again, this is coming to this direction, away from positive plate.